we have a stage director.
Emily, did you want to say something? All right.
Hi, everybody. Am I ready? People are getting that.
All right, thank you, Emily.
And now we will have a brief toast from the best man, who is the best man. Where's oh. Yeah. Yeah. Vince. He's filling in.
So as Billy already mentioned, I am filling in for Thomas because currently he is teaching English in Columbia. So Billy asked me to give the speech. It was, I think, maybe a week ago. Billy approached me and he said, Kenny, Tom can't be here, so I would, would it be okay, like, if you gave the speech? And I thought that was funny that Billy would ask that if I was okay with giving the speech. And my first thought was, well, of course, I would love to give the speech. Like, it would be my honor to give the speech. But at the same time, I think it would be more appropriate if the actual best man gave the speech. So here he is.
Hey guys, buenas noches. So I just got back from Columbia. I'm sure people have many questions, but this will be answered later. For now, I'm going to honor Billy and Becca. So I've said this before, but I've honored Billy probably being the best man. You get to honor the groom to be now, the groom, a million times. So I've honored Billy for his courage. I mean, man, I tend to feel the way other people feel, and just being there with Billy the day of the wedding, while so amazing, it's just like, man, it takes a true man and real courage to get up there and like do it. And Billy's a selfless person. Billy's such a thoughtful person. I can't tell you how many good discussions I've had with this guy. And just me, I think out loud and I kind of figure it out. Billy has already thought about it and like has thought so hard and knows it and can explain it in such a way that's just like, oh, yeah, okay. He thought that through. So I've known this guy from diapers to detentions to driving for the first time. I could go on forever, but I think what I'm going to do now is just tell you guys a story. And everyone's heard, stories here and there about how Billy and Becca got together, but I have the real story. Okay, and I'm going to tell that to you right now. So, as many of you know, I think pretty much all of you know, Becca lived at my parents' house, and I've lived with my parents as a true member of the boomerang generation, on and off, over and over and over again. But I've known Becca for a while. I've known Billy since I was a little kid. And when Becca first moved here, it was great. It was very wonderful. Then I saw Billy and Becca together. I think all of us in the same group of friends saw Billy and Becca together, and we're like, something's going on here. These two are just like so perfect for each other. Like these inside jokes that just go way over my head that I have no idea what you're talking about. these two are just like, you got that too, like, just connecting. But this went on for like, I don't know how many years it was, but several months at least, if not like multiple years, to the point where some of us were just like, okay, there's a huge elephant in the room, and it is you two together at some point. Get together. But no one said that until one day. So I was living at home with my parents. Becca was there. I sat down. I was like, all right, Becca, what's going on here? Like, how do you feel about Billy? Like this and that. And I've already talked to Billy. I knew what was going on. And after maybe 3 beers and an hour of conversation, Becca finally told me, these two were just, they felt the same way about each other, but cared so much about the other that, they just didn't want to do anything crazy. So she told me at the end of this conversation, though, whatever you do not tell Billy. Like, just don't tell Billy. And I was like, no problem. I won't tell him, definitely not. Literally, because I don't know if I called you or if you called me, but 5 minutes later, it's like, Billy, we gotta meet at the back fence. We gotta smoke a cigarette. Becca's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm just gonna smoke a cigarette with Billy at the back fence. Buddies. We live right next to each other, so it's okay. And that conversation, I think it consisted of like, do you have a light? Green light. Green light, Billy. Go for it. Go for it. And lo and behold, it happened. So I'm going to finish with a nice, sparkly quote because it just sums this up so perfectly. I've heard that marriage isn't about finding someone that you can live with, but it's about finding someone that you can't live without. And to see 2 of my best friends find that in each other is one of the most amazing things for me to be a part of, and one of the things that I'm most happy to have seen happen. So here is to Billy and Becca Brophy.
Yeah.